If you know the song, sing along. Hit it.
It's the Carolina Cook, liners, rock and roll to the roll. Let's go, Chef. Let's go, Chef.
Guys, I think I hear something in this trunk. Let me see what it is.
Let's go, Chef. Help me get up out of here. Let's go, Chef. Let's go, Chef. You the true definition of junk in the trunk. What's up, everybody? Chef Anthony Albritton here, the Carolina Cook, cooking, tasting, and eating the Carolinas. What's up, everybody? Chef Anthony Albritton here, the Carolina Cook. This is the last time. What's up, everybody? Chef Anthony Albritton here, the Carolina Cook, cooking, tasting, and eating the Carolinas. In this episode, I'm going to be trying something very different that I've never cooked before. All right? So we're going to see how it turns out, okay? Something I've been wanting to try for a minute. So in this episode, I'll be cooking up some
Baked spaghetti squash. If you don't know squat about squash, let me show you something.
Yo, this is a squash dish, okay? So you got to get past the fact that you eating squash.
Squash probably doesn't sound appealing to a lot of people.
On how chef school taught me how to make spaghetti sauce. This ain't your regular spaghetti sauce. So I'm showing y'all a technique of how to get your sauce thick and meaty. Cause I don't like that runny, watery sauce. I don't like that canned hot dog chili grocery store sauce. You know you know what I'm talking about, that they make for the hot dogs. The chili be all runny like some dog food.
I love it.
So I kind of put my own spin on the way culinary school taught me how to make spaghetti sauce. That's what it is when you learn different techniques. You just take from it and build on it and make it your own. Now, if this was on some noodles, it'd be extra, extra special. So y'all don't have to really go with the eggplant. I mean, what was this? Squash. Y'all don't really have to go with the squash. Y'all don't really have to go with the squash. You can make this with noodles. All right. This sauce is pretty much good on a shoe.
All right, I'm going to use a nice sharp chef knife to cut this squash down the middle. The smaller the squash, the easier it will be to cut. Once it's cut down the middle, use your spoon to remove the core of the squash. All of the seeds and the stringiness around that seed, you want to take all of that out, okay? Now I'm going to drizzle each half with cooking oil. Then I'm going to hit it with a couple of pinches of black pepper. Then I'm going to sprinkle it with some garlic and herb seasoning. Then I'm going to lay them face down on a sheet of wax paper on a baking pan and let them bake for 40 to 45 minutes in an oven at 375. I had the oven preheated to 400. Okay, once the squash is done, you flip it over, let it cool until you're ready to remove it from the shell and bake it. Okay, now let's get into building this sauce that I was talking about. Okay, the culinary school way or the chef way of cooking a good spaghetti sauce takes about 3 hours. So I cut that time dramatically and came up with my own quick method, okay? So I'm going to start by sauteing some onions and a tri-blend of peppers. Okay, once the peppers and onions are sauteed, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of garlic to that and saute those garlic around in there quickly, just enough to release those aromas. All right, let's add our beef. At this point, y'all should be excited to see what the sauce comes out like. That's smelling good already. Unfortunately, I lost the footage of me actually seasoning in this. So I'm going to let you know what seasons I use. I use garlic and herb seasoning, pepper, and salt, okay? Now, what you want to do is stir this around until the fat reduces from the meat. You want to cook that out of there. Then add some milk and cook until the milk reduces out of there, all right? And this is what's going to build the thickness of this sauce as well as build the flavors. Then I'm going to hit it with some tomato paste and mix that paste up in there. If you want to use ketchup, that's fine. Next up, I'm adding basil, garlic, and oregano seasoned diced tomatoes. Now, normally I would add some type of broth to this as well and reduce that before I reduce the milk. But since I didn't have any broth, I skipped that step. Now, I'm going to stir this tomato sauce in here until it reduces as well. And as you can see, the results will be a thick, meaty sauce. You see how thick that is? Okay, now I'm going to spike this flavor a bit and add some cream cheese and sour cream. All right, I'm going to stir that together. Then I'm going to add a recipe blend of lasagna cheese. That's a blend of different cheeses that you can use on lasagna. All right, I'm going to sprinkle that in there, stir that all around, okay? And then we're going to prepare our spaghetti squash by pretty much peeling it with a fork, all right? And that's the result. Okay, now we're going to add the squash to a baking dish. Then I'm going to hit it with more garlic and herb seasoning. Then I'm going to spread that cream cheese mixture on top, throw some shredded cheese on top of that, then throw the meat on top of that, and top it with more of the shredded cheese. Then we're going to put it in the oven and bake it for around 20 minutes. And there you have it, the finished result. Now, to give it a more decorative presentation, I topped it with some fresh parsley from my herb garden. Let it rest for 10 minutes before cutting into it. Now, y'all, to be honest, I don't know what this is about to taste like because it's strictly experimental. So I'm going to get ready to serve a plate up. And I'm glad I got my son with me today because I want to see a kid's reaction to this as well. Because if a kid eats it, then you know it's pretty decent. Who's going to taste this first, me or you? Me. Step over here. You want to taste it first? How is it? Terrible?
Yeah. I know.
It's different. It's all right. One more. Must not be too bad. You want more?
No.
Bro, you try to take all my cheese. Don't take all my cheese. It's like lasagna.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's like a lasagna with squash. Yeah, similar to lasagna. And y'all, guess what? This is not me eating this like this now. This is not me. Guess who it is? Guess who it is? That says it right there, y'all.
I don't like squash.
That's him all day, y'all. That's his now. Look at that. He's destroying it. Hey, now who makes spaghetti sauce this good?
Huh?
Who makes spaghetti sauce this good?
School spaghetti?
School spaghetti?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That school spaghetti does be bussin'. That cafeteria lady spaghetti.
Plus my mama's spaghetti. I can't get over the fact that I'm eating squash.
See, you already had it in your mind that you don't like squash.
So you were already biased. Now look at you. Now look at you.
I'm only eating the souls. Squash spaghetti. Squash spaghetti. Spaghetti is my life. Squash spaghetti is my life. Squash spaghetti is my life.
So now that you over the fact that you eating squash is okay.
Yeah, squash spaghetti is mine.
Spaghetti squash with the chicken strips. Oh. Why you eating it? Look, almost all gone. Look at that. You did that. Look at that. You did that.
No, I'm only eating the cheese.
That's not just cheese. That's the squash right there. Look.
I don't eat.
See, y'all, it's pretty much squash noodles.
I don't want the squash.
So you just want the cheese and the meat part. But you just ate the squash, though. That's what you've been eating.
No, I didn't eat the squash.
He can't stop eating it, though. It's different. It's different. You know what?
I'll keep going.
This slap snuck up on me. Watch out. Watch out. Get out of range. 'Cause I don't want you to get hit too. Just remember, if you're not happy, you just might not be eating good. Like, comment, share the love, and subscribe. Let's go, Chef.
Liketh, shareth thou the love, and subscribeth unto my channel, and smiteth that notification button. Thank ya.